Hi guys, it's KOOL. How y'all going? Well, of course she put a rant out today. It's like I'm writing the book for Britney. I thought the rant would have come out yesterday, but she just needed one night to sleep on it. So these are the two pictures she's put up on Instagram today. Old stained shirt. What's it say? Reflecting back on 3 weeks and a month ago fashion forward. That's good English. Sammy, I told you to stop writing her posts because you're not au fait with the English language. You feel me? I know my buddies do. But yeah, once again, back in the old house. How intriguing. As I said, she lives in Westlake. She's only got a very small amount of footage of the new house. All her footage is backed up on terabytes, hours and hours of modelling in the poopy mansion. We love the poopy mansion. And the new house, it just doesn't have the same feel, does it? I feel you, Britt. I feel you. But I like this. Nice to meet y'all. Well, for some reason, she said something a couple of days ago, something about having big horns. Is she implying Diablo? Oh my goodness, she might be, because you guys are going to be surprised with the voice memo she put out today. She's now an atheist. I'm not a doctor with a degree, guys. You know that. I'm just a koala sitting in a tree getting stoned off eucalyptus leaves. But I am getting pretty close to the truth, I feel, because her many personalities are shining brightly. You've got the God-fearing Brittany, you've got the nudist Brittany, you've got 17-year-old high-voice Brittany, you've got fucking British Brittany! Love British Brittany! We always go to the pub, have a couple of lagers, play darts. We have the best fun. But you know who I don't really like? Is Dark Brittany. And Dark Brittany is here at the moment, and listen to this post. Oh my God, I hope her poor son didn't listen to this, because it is really, really harsh. And you can see why she doesn't like him, because she actually says you're acting like Paw, and Paw is her dad, and she sings similarities of her son to her father. It's still not a very nice thing. I still can't believe she hasn't mentioned Kevin, except you guys are gonna be sad when my 40K a month is up. Like, give me a break. There's people 100 million times richer than you, Brittany, that pay way bigger monthly settlements for their children. You don't see them complaining. And guess what? They're usually just stockbrokers and bankers. They're not even famous. And they're paying probably triple what you pay per month. So, you need to build the bridge on that one. And I'm pretty sure if they're getting 40K a month, maybe they're saving. Did you ever think that? Maybe they're saving their cash money. You're only worth, 70 mil? That's a lot of money. I'm not saying only, but I'm like, I don't know if you know, Kanye's worth nearly 7 billion. I said billion, that's right. And that is rich. And I can see why they want to put him in a conservatorship, because god damn it, they'd be making big cash money. But everyone's like, Team Con wants her in the conservatorship because of all the money they make. Well, maybe they should forget about Britney and start focusing on Kanye, because 7 billion, man. You're only worth 70 mil. I don't know, man. Seems logical to me. Hey, I'm just joking. I don't think anybody should be in a conservatorship. I say it every time because of all the twisted sisters that come on here going, oh God, she's in a conservatorship for 13 years and you don't even care. Yeah, I do care. I do care, because I think it was far too long, because there's crazy people everywhere walking around. Odie, leave her. Sorry about that. Otis is a little dickhead to Murphy. I swear to God, for a little three-legged cat with all the illnesses and stuff that goes on in him, he is a shit stirrer of the highest level. Murphy's just asleep in the sun, and his paws just like reaching out so softly, and it just looks like he's going to pat her, and then bang, he hits her. What is your problem, Otis? Anyway, I digress once again, but one of my awesome little buddies sent me these snippets of mental illness last night, and oh man, it really opened my eyes, because I always say she's got multiple personalities, but what's written on paper is she's got dementia. And look at this, all you Britney fanaticals. No, I'm not talking to you buddies when I say this, because I know you're all with me. But for anyone here that's watching for the first time and they're Britney fanaticals, listen to this. So, Britney always talks about how when she was locked up, she couldn't smoke. Here you bloody go. Increased rates of smoking among people with schizophrenia have a number of serious impacts, including increased rates of mortality, increased risks of suicidal behavior and cardiovascular disease, reduced treatment effectiveness, and greater financial hardship. That's not going to affect Britters, but yeah, there you go. I never bloody knew that nicotine could affect psychoactive drugs. But then this was the big one for me. So you know how everyone's like, she doesn't have dementia, blah, 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 blah. They made all that up. Everyone that's saying that, have you ever looked up anything about dementia? I made a video over a year ago saying dementia can be classed under an umbrella of many things. You don't have to be a full old person dementio patient. It can just mean cognitive, as it says here, disintegration. So let's look at this. Dementia praecox, meaning premature dementia, is a precocious madness. Who's that remind me of, I wonder? Is a disused psychiatric diagnosis that originally designated a chronic deteriorating psychiatric disorder characterized by rapid cognitive disintegration, usually beginning in late teens or early adulthood. Over the years, the dementia praecox was gradually replaced by schizophrenia. Now, that is interesting. This person that sent me this is a nurse, so she probably knows a whole lot more than us. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it because I love learning. And I've always said there's something up with her personalities. This makes sense. And to all the free Britney nut jobs, you know, did you know this? When you were all saying she doesn't have dementia? Because from day one, I've always thought something's up. I've never known what. That's why I always say she's got multiple personalities, but I reckon she still probably does. Schizophrenia can have many personalities, but yeah, it really does make sense to why all this has happened. And when they took her in 2008, I can imagine it must piss a lot of doctors and nurses off and health professionals with all these Free Britney people saying that everything was Team Con and everyone was paid off and everyone was told to make this lie. It's like you cannot make that many people lie about one person. That's a lot of people you have to involve. I can understand you can get Lou Taylor and the family and all that to lie, you know, and a couple of lawyers. Hey, remember I told you last time, how do we know when a lawyer is lying? Their mouth is moving. Boom. It just is what it is, man. Lawyers are always working for their client and everyone's like, Rosengart said this. And it's like, yeah, he might be a nice guy. He's probably a pretty good lawyer. He freed her from the conservatorship. And I think that's what everyone actually wanted, me included. She should never been in that conservatorship for 13 years, man. At the end of the day, we don't know how severe her schizophrenia is. Until we do know, we're just always guessing. And I think that's why just recently I mentioned that Dad wanted all Britney's medical records released, and also he wanted where she lives released in the court. The judge denied it. But the thing is, why did he want those two things released? My only answer is, one, she lives at Westlake in a wellness facility where I don't know if there's psychiatrists there, if it's more cognitive therapy, psychologists, you know, crystals and yoga. I don't know if it's that. And she probably needs to be in hospital. Or the other one, why the medical records need to be released is so we can all view Britney with empathy. What's the big freaking secret? That's what gets me all the time. Like, what is the secret? I don't know if Team Con's running her Insta anymore because I've noticed a massive change has occurred. It's not as light and fluffy. It's getting dark. There's more just, you know, softcore prawn shoots around the pool with her mermaid rat hair. It's mermaid evil hair, isn't it? I like that. Mermaid evil hair rats. That's all going on a lot more. And then this, let's listen to it. I'm going to come back afterwards because it's probably the worst one she's done to date. But I actually don't think it's recent. I think this may have been done whenever they were thinking of doing this interview or the writing of the book or whatever it was. It is a voice memo. I don't believe it's off the back of the other day. She's just like, oh yeah, I've got this on my phone. I'm going to put this out. I only really think it was from a while back because she mentions that she's got to pay her mum's legal bills. You're not working, Brittany. So I don't really understand that. But then again, Hold Me Closer is going to bring in huge amounts of cash. So maybe that's what she's implying. I don't know. But I do believe it was from a while back. Probably when she was just released from the conservatorship. You know? Well, let's have a listen. I'll be right back.
I can totally understand why my family would have a problem with me doing my own thing. Maybe because I never have. I'm sure it is a little bit different and a touch lighter. Me not being responsible for 3 18-wheeler trucks with tour equipment and thousands of people to be responsible for on tour. And Dad and my Robin in the corner of every room I've had to be in for the past 20 years. So Jaden, as you undermine my behavior, just like my whole family always has, with I hope she gets better, I will pray for her. Pray for what? I keep working so I can pay off Mom's legal fees in her house. Do you guys want me to get better so I can continue to give your dad 40 grand a month? Or is the reasoning behind you guys deciding to be hateful is because it's actually over in 2 years and you don't get anything? I will say it. I sat in that kitchen and looked you straight in the eyes, beautiful boy, and said, how come I can't see you guys anymore? Or just see you guys more? I look forward to seeing you guys weekly. You said, Mama, oh, it'll change. You and your brother left me in that house always 2 hours early. Preston would sleep. You would play the piano the whole time. And if I didn't shower you guys with gifts and have amazing food ready and play a motherfucking saint, it was still never good enough. That one time I asked you, looking straight in your eyes, I want to see you more. You called your dad. I never saw you again. I didn't do anything wrong, and I know I'm not perfect, but the love I've given you and how much I adore you and your diplomatic ways, speaking like Paw, self-entitled, this can be fixed, I will see her when she's better. Jaden, it was a miracle I could even have a normal conversation when I got out of that place. But you were just like my other family. You secretly loved looking at me as something was wrong with me. I didn't need a family hiding shit in houses and whispering shit behind my back, feeling subconsciously guilty because I paid for every fucking thing in both homes. I needed unconditional love and support, but guess what? The whole twist of it all, which would have made a little bit more sense, I was in the greatest state I'd ever been. Because I was actually able to speak up 100% and say no. It saddens me not one of you have valued me as a person. You've witnessed me how my family has been to me, and that's all you know. Like I said, I feel you all secretly like to say something's wrong with me. Honestly, my dad needs to be in jail for the rest of his life. But like I said, God would not allow that to happen to me if a God existed. I don't believe in God anymore because of the way my children and my family have treated me. There is nothing to believe anymore. I'm an atheist, y'all.
That was heavy, hey? I mean, seriously, she can't let it go. Man, no team would allow her to put that up because I don't think anyone would want their client to put up abusive shit to their kid. I'm just saying. I don't know why Preston's in the clear. He obviously is a lot quieter and doesn't talk up as much. Jaden seems to be a lot like Brittany, and he actually looks a lot like Brittany, which is interesting. When she talks about how she's now an atheist, but like 2 days ago she was a child of God that can use her body to dance in the nude. She doesn't realize that the amount of stuff that she puts out makes her look like a hypocrite on a daily basis. And that's why we're all like, what's going on? And I think for a long time, all of us have all thought that, you know, Cassie Bumhead and Vicky Tease and Cade, they are all playing with her Instagram and playing with everyone's minds to try and manipulate their narrative. There's that word, man. I'm starting to think they're just allowing her to do exactly what she wants right now, and she's digging her own hole because shit is not adding up. It just isn't. Because one day she's happy that she's just made a song with Elton, like 2 weeks later. Oh my God, I just made a song with Elton. And then the next breath she's like, hating anyone and everyone, sons included. And then she'll just put out some benign post of doing an 8 on a playing card. You know, it's all just so disjointed and insane. And as I've always said, if someone is actually playing that game and it's not her at all, well, they will be jailed in the end. Mark my word. They actually will be. But she wants her dad to be jailed. And everyone takes it as gospel. Like, poor Britney. It's like, why don't you ever consider that you are listening to someone with a mental condition? Has anyone ever out there had a friend with schizophrenia? I have. And they say exactly what she's saying. I don't need to be in hospital. Everyone else in here is crazy. You know, they say all of that. That's understandable. I don't understand schizophrenia as much as a doctor would. I understand it because I can read stuff, but I also understand it in a sense I've had a friend with it. And they really do go on. Like, my friend it happened to in year 12, like the last year of school. And she'd always say, oh, you know, they've just put me in here because they're crazy. And, you know, all that chat I've heard before. So now I understand a lot more that if it is schizophrenia, then it makes a whole lot more sense to me. Because I don't know a lot about multiple personalities, but it's just that after that 60 minutes K-Fed interview the other night, they put up an Aussie woman who's got 2,000 personalities from extreme child abuse. I think her dad, you know, R'd her every single night of her life, and until they left, the mum and her left. But yeah, I was like, maybe she's got that. Maybe she's also got schizophrenia. I don't know, man. But just let us all know, because it would just tie up a lot of things. And I feel so sorry for her kids. I really do. And I hope that they are heavily protected. There's a lot of love around them and assistance. And I hope they get some counselling, because to grow up with that would just be absolute hell on earth. And she talks about, like, you know, I said I wanted to spend more time with you boys, and then you rang your dad, you never came back. Well, there's got to be a reason. Kids aren't that dark, man. They just aren't. And that was when they were 11 and 12. That was a few years ago. It's like when she came out of the conservatorship, she said, I don't have to see a doctor anymore. I don't have to go to counselling anymore. And I'm not taking my meds anymore. So we have seen a decline over the few years. We have actually seen a decline occurring in front of our eyes, and the Free Britney people have got to stop living in the past. I'm actually surprised at how many of you dislike Andy Sigbor. I'm going to call him Sigbor. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. He is a bore. It's like you're saying shit that people were saying back in 2010. Like, oh, K-Fed's this and K-Fed's trash and blah, blah, blah. Move with the times, dude. Seriously, you're living in the past. A lot has happened, and Britney is spiraling again. But the thing is, she's under wraps this time. She's not just out on the streets spiraling. So we don't see much. So she's posting shit on Insta, and we're seeing glimpses. It's not cryptic. Britney people are like, it's freaking cryptic, man. What's she trying to tell us? That she needs help? No, man. She doesn't have to get it because she's not in the conservatorship anymore. So maybe that's why all the Free Britney people are being, like, radio silent, because they actually are now like, shit, we released the beast. And she has definitely become a beast. Seriously, go and look at her Instagram. That's why I put just rolling of her Instagrams up when I'm talking, because her Instagram used to be a lot lighter and fluffier when the kids were around. And that it used to be happier and dancing and out with Sam. But now it's just weird shit, man. It does look like stuff from a mental patient. I'm sorry, but it just does. And everything she says from now on, I said it in my last video, I'm treating her the way everyone treats Kanye. And I'm taking every single word and every single post that she says with the grain of salt. And so should all of you. Because Burko Brito is back. She is Burko at the moment. I'm actually devastated she said that shit about her son. Her 15-year-old son. It actually made me want to cry, because I was like, dude, you nasty piece of work. But then I don't know what's wrong with her, do I? So I'm just going off it's a normal person, but I constantly have to remind myself, even though they haven't told us that there's something up with her, there has to be, because no one talks like that. No one acts like that. As I say, every day the plot thickens, and I think it's going to get darker and darker. At least Kanye's mania is intelligent. Kanye is a very intelligent man. And so when he has a mania attack, the stuff that he puts out is very fast, and it's very quick-witted, and a lot of it is cryptic, but he is just smart. She's a freaking awesome dancer, performer, all of that. But ever since that conservatorship ended, bum, bum, and I remember her dad saying, all you conspiracy theorists, all that he called all the Free Britney people conspiracy theorists. He said, all of you have got no clue what's really up. And maybe he's telling the truth. I'm not giving him a pass. He was mean to her, and he kept her in that conservatorship for probably way too long because there's way crazier people out there. I just think conservatorships should be only held for the decrepit, people who are on their last legs, not youngsters. We don't really have that in Australia. It seems to be an American thing. But anyway, her dad went too long, but he thought he was doing the right thing. It's funny, my video I put up yesterday, I thought I'd get way more hate, but I didn't. So maybe the Free Britney fanatics are starting to see the light, that they have released the beast. Oh, actually, the atheist beast they've released too. Shit, we've never come across this one before, but it's funny. Did she ever believe in God? Because I think the Bible actually says that we go through trials and tribulations, and we can't just have happiness all the time. So God does not punish people. But the thing is, if you've read the Bible, I grew up in a religious, going to Sunday school and all that shit. And I even know, God is a loving God, but sometimes he puts you through shit so you'll learn. And that's why everything that she says is it's the opposite of lucid thinking, whatever that is, because it don't make sense, But I keep on hearing all you guys going, stop raving on, Kylie, which is my name. What's Sammy Boy been up to? We always like to end on a happy note, and I tell you what, for all Sammy's failures and how we all think it's a fake marriage, which I still do, he makes me laugh because he's so stupid. He puts up this, I'm just driving along listening to Hold Me Closer, blah, 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 blah. Otis is not impressed because that's all he can put up at the moment is him doing weights and doing ads for drinking water and dribbling and basically just rinse and repeat, does the same shit every day. But how's Portia 2.0 going? I love Portia 2.0. She's my favorite. I still can't get over it. I literally still can't get over he has had 2 dogs and named them the same name. Sam, I know you watch my videos. Please tell me why you did that. Because now I'm starting to think that you have the dementios. Because who does that? Who freaking does that, man? Anyway, go back to smoking your gars and, more weights, shit yeah, do weights, eat clean, smoke a cigar, look in the mirror, day done. He's got a job. He reckons he's got a job. And he's just got this pseudo-acting career. But he can't act. So that's a hard one for me. I studied acting. That is the biggest lie that Sam's actually said, that he's an actor. I mean, he can't even act smart. Poor Sammy. He can't even pretend to be smart. Oh, man. And I know he watches my videos because of the responses in his stories. And I just realized today that I think Brittany watches my videos because I've been noticing weird comments. And they're actually things that she has said in her Insta posts. Whether it's the team posting, all of that. Like word for word. I don't know. You know what? It's going to come out very soon, I reckon, what's up, because this can't keep going on. It really can't. It's like, it will happen. And it did with Kanye. It went on for years, all Kanye's, mania attacks. And everyone was always horrified. But now that the truth's come out, well, we'll see, hey? The plot thickens daily, my friends. Hey, guys. I love you. I'm going to leave you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, let the good vibes in and let the bad vibes out. You feel me? You dig? Cheers, boys.